Wonderful. All righty. In the middle. All right. Welcome to our meditation through the seasons. And there's Nanette. Perfect. Come to a standing position where you have some space around you. And let's start with a wide stance today, planting those feet and do a beautiful bounce to wake up all of our fluids, all of our water element inside of us. That gentle bounce in the knees, softening those ankles and hips. Let the shoulders release and relax, arms dangle. And once you get this motion going, just keep it going, but bring your awareness actually to the top of your head first and have a connection to the heavens with the head. So we have a nice length through the head, into the neck, into the spine, that then relates to the earth below. So we're plugging into the earth through our feet. We're plugging into the heavens through the crown of our head. Keep this bounce going, very stable. It's almost our horse stance, isn't it? It's very stable on both feet and even connection through both legs into the earth through the feet. Bring your awareness back up and be aware of your jaw and your eyes and be soft with both. Relax your jaw, soften the eyes. Great. Now, keeping those feet a comfortable distance apart, again, shoulder width, almost horse stance, but just bring one foot in front of the other. So it's a very stable, again, very stable stance. Now, it's not too far that you can't balance, but it's a wide stance, but it's 1 foot forward. Now, notice where your weight is. Did the weight stay on the back foot? Did the weight go to the front foot? Can you find even on both? Relax the jaw, soften the eyes, shoulders down. Crown of the head connecting to the earth, but just to challenge our balance a bit. Of course, having the chair nearby if you need some assistance, if you're feeling tippy. And then shift on back or bring that foot back so that now the other foot is in front. Again, find where the weight is balanced on both feet. Keeping that bounce going just a little bit longer, challenging our balance in a different way than we have with our bounces before. Coming back to our wide stance, our bouncing horse stance. So now we're really riding, I guess. And come to stillness. You can bring your feet to a comfortable distance, but just stand in stillness for a moment and feel the increased energy, the increased fluid circulation through the body. Focusing now on your breath. We're going to inhale, palms up, exhale, palms down, and bend the knees slowly. Inhale, lengthen up. Don't have to straighten the knees the whole way. Exhale, bend. Just lengthen up with this beautiful vertical breath, filling with air, lifting almost like you're being buoyed up, and then exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Once more, deep breath in through the nose and let it go. Again, come to stillness. The bouncing helps move the circulation. It also helps a sense of groundedness. And those slow ones with the deep breath are very much designed to ground us and get us anchored. And I do that because we're going to be very fluid and moving in our water element today. So let's go into some of our warm-ups. Bring your feet now as close together as you can. You can always have the chair nearby. Bend the knees, hands above the knees, and circle the knees around, giving those feet and ankles some circling. And then go the other way. If there's any tension or discomfort in the knees, of course, back off. This is more for those ankles and feet. Good. And then come on up. Bring in one foot behind you so you're on the ball of the foot. Take this knee around in a circle. But again, the ball of the foot gets some nice awareness. And that's a great place here for our kidney 1 energy. Kidney and bladder meridians or pathways, energetic pathways in the body are what we're stimulating with our winter water element. Let's go to the other side. Toe touches the floor and circle that knee around. Did I say change directions? I don't remember. Please go both directions. Feeling the ball of the foot getting a little massage on that floor. Good. And rest. Coming to the hips, let's just swing side to side, feeling the side body a little bit here. My knees are bent. That helps with groundedness and stability. And I'm just pressing those hips gently side to side. Good. Now let's go around in a circle. Keep those knees bent. Let the upper body accommodate for this wonderful hula hooping action. And then go the other direction. Good. And come on back to center. Here you may choose to hold on to the chair. Take the leg on the outside of the chair if you're using it and bring it in. So we're doing a little bit of out to in, a little circle at the hip. Now, your knee can be up high or it can be really low. You decide. Let's see if you can't get a circle. Now go the other direction, front to back. Front to back. Now notice that standing leg. If you're really wobbly, again, hold on to the chair, bend the knee a little bit. That may also help. Good. Notice the two sides. Let's go to the other side. You may need to come to the other side of your chair. And circle. Circle. Out or forward and out. Around. Good. And now go the other way, back to front. Standing leg getting a little bit of a challenge. Good. And rest. Take a moment, walk around, feel those hips, feel those knees, feel the ankles and feet. Great. And then come to your seat. Sitting with a wide stance, you don't have to turn sideways on your chair. I am for demonstration purposes, but let's now work the spine and let's build some fire in the belly. So coming onto the forearms or onto your hands, let's think about the belly being our point of initiation. On your next exhale, pull the belly in and round the spine. Inhale, gently arch and look up. Exhale, pull the belly in. I'm rolling back on the back of my sit bones. And then I come forward to the front of my sit bones and arch and look up. Exhale, pull the belly into round. Inhale, arch and look up. Once more, belly pulls in. Inhale, arch to come up. Good. Now stay here for a moment. Look up. Tip your body back, look all the way up, leaning back, and then come back to center. Feeling the back surface of the body where our bladder energy lines go is very important here. So that was a little extra. All right, bringing those feet in, let's circle those shoulders around and around. Another direction. Putting fingertips on shoulders, bringing one elbow forward and then the other, circling those elbows, but really feel the upper back, feeling those shoulder blades sort of gliding along those ribs in the back. And now go the other direction. And again, allow the body to accommodate and move and flow. Good. And rest. Bring those arms down, circling the wrists low. And then circle the other direction. Now we're going to make a wave-like motion. And for people who've been in this class, we've done this various times, but we're going to start by raising the shoulder and then that elbow, wrists. And by the time the fingers are ready to flip up, the shoulder starts coming down and then you bring everything back down. So it's this beautiful wave-like motion. And we'll do it one side, and that shoulder does play a part in this. So you're raising that shoulder up and you're letting it come down as the hand comes up, the shoulder comes down, and it allows this beautiful snake-like, wave-like motion. Other side, starting with that shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingers, shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingers down. And you can place the hand on the chest, on the top of front of the shoulder, feeling that ripple. Good. And rest. Let those arms and shoulders just relax. Now to the head and neck. Gently tip ear towards shoulder. The ear is a sense organ for our wonderful water element, our kidney and bladder energy. Just feel this nice stretch through the side of the neck, letting the ear be raised upward. And on your next exhale, swing that head forward, tuck that chin in, swing the head forward and end up on the other side and stay here for a few breaths. Again, this time the other ear is listening to the heavens. The shoulders relax down. We're just breathing and holding here for a moment. And now tuck the chin and round forward to the first side. And once you're over to that side, bring the opposite hand and bring it out to the side like you're saying stop. And feel that stretch. Now that may be too much. You might need to keep the elbow bent, but you can give it a try. You could even pull it behind you a bit, turn those fingers a different direction and feel that stretch through the neck, from the ear all the way through the neck to the forearm and hand. And gently release that arm, tuck the chin and round to the other side. Get situated with the head, relax the shoulders, and then raise the opposite arm up. Again, it could be a stop first. Woo, I feel it very much on this side. And then I can play with where do I want to find a little bit more stretch. I can turn my fingers. I can bring my arm behind me a bit, still with this focus of keeping that ear toward the heavens, side bend in that neck gently. And then gently release, bringing the head back up. Make sure your eyes are clear. Jiggle and shake. All right, one more thing with the beautiful flowing. We're going to do our figure eights now, thinking about the nose, and see if you can't let that nose make a figure eight right here. So we're turning and doing a little side bend, a little turn, and creating a figure eight. Thinking about that nose being the lead. Moving the head is challenging for the balance, of course, so be mindful of that. If you get dizzy, please stop. But feeling this figure eight is really a different way of using. It's more of a 3D way of using that. Come back to center again. Make sure your eyes are clear. If you're dizzy at all, you can do some pounding or marching or some cross crawl. That helps bring the energy down. Oh, great. And now placing one hand on that shoulder, we'll take a figure eight right here at the side. I'm letting my body sway forward and back with this beautiful figure eight. And since we're seated, let's go a little higher. Making it as big as you like. Breathing and go. And take a moment to feel the two sides. And let's go to the other side, starting with a nice, easy figure eight. Letting the body rock, feeling that ease and flow through the upper body, initiated by this beautiful hand and arm making this figure eight, and then play with it. Get a little bit bigger. Allow a little swing to happen. Let that flow take over. And the breath support that openness through the chest and shoulder. The head goes along for the ride. Sled ride, maybe. Ocean waves, maybe. And rest. Come back to center. Again, if you're dizzy, a little cross crawl, a little marching in place, stamping those feet. Great. So hopefully there's this wonderful openness through the upper body. Back to those hips. And let's try a figure eight. So going back to front on one side, back to front on the other. Bending those knees, letting the body accommodate. Just find that figure eight. And if it's happening for you, great. If it's not and you're feeling very awkward, just go to a circle. That's no big deal. Back to front, back to front. One side and then the other. Now let's do the opposite. Front to back, front to back. The knees have to accommodate. My feet and ankles are accommodating as my hips are going. My upper body is just flowing along. Good. And rest. Coming back to center. Wonderful. Keeping with the flows and the circles and the figure eights, let's go into our wonderful water wheel. Today, we're going to bring one hand behind the body. And if it can be up near the kidney, the low rib, that's great. If it needs to be on the hip or the waist, that's great. Or at the side of the body, that's fine. But one hand comes behind, touching the opposite kidney if you can. Have a nice, comfortable stance, shoulder width, open stance. Slight bend in the knees, long low back, crown of the head connected to the heavens. Free hand, making a connection to that palm. We're going to scoop. As it comes up to about shoulder height, we're going to start to watch that palm turn in front of our eyes and come around. Inhaling half the circle, exhaling the other half. Let this beautiful flow happen with our water wheel. Good. One more on this side. And then release, switching hands. So the other hand comes behind you and circle this side. One side may feel more coordinated than the other. One side may have a very comfortable flow because each side is slightly different. Just notice those things. Be aware of those things. Don't let those differences concern you. Just be aware of what it is your body has to say today. One more beautiful circle. and then gently release. Let's inhale, float up. Oh, palms up, exhale, palms down. That's what we did to begin. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, palms down. Great. Putting your hands on your hips, we're going to bring the feet a little closer together, and we're just going to take a side step. So let's practice this because we're going to put our water wheel on top. We're just going to step out to the side and together, step to the side and together. Other way, side, together, side, together. Great. So wherever you are, start with your feet closer. Bring one hand behind the other. When we scoop the direction of our fingertips, that's where we're stepping out. All right? So let's give it a try. So we begin in this beautiful relaxed stance. Even though one arm is behind us, we have this nice soft stance. Joints are soft and rounded. Here we go, shifting the weight enough that you can step out to the side. Scoop and step. 1. And as you come around, you shift the weight and step it in. And 2, scoop and step it out. As it comes around, you close that foot in. Switching arms. Go back. Scoop. Come around. Step it in. And scoop. Step out. Come around. And back in. Good. Let's do that one more time. One way and then back again. Feeling that beautiful flow and suspension. You may want to have that sense of being in water yourself. So bringing one hand behind you, the other hand ready to scoop in front. Soft stance. And inhale, step and scoop. Exhale, step it in as you complete the circle. And inhale, step and scoop. Exhale, step it in, float the arm to the other side, and inhale, scoop. Exhale, step it in. Once more, inhale, scoop. Exhale, step it in, and release. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, palms down. One more deep breath in, and release. Great. Come to the side of your chair. And bring the leg closest to the chair, up on the seat of the chair, if that works for you. We're going into our thread the needle for a wonderful twist, a beautiful complement to all of our circlings. And if that doesn't work for you, of course, keep those feet together and you can go under the armpit. Standing tall, finding that nice straight line connection, plugging into the earth and to the heaven. Inhale, we're going to open the chest. And exhale, twist and stretch under the knee, through the arm, whatever works. Inhale, open. And exhale, twist and bend forward. One more. Inhale, open. And exhale, twist and bend. Good. Coming back to a nice tall spine. Lift the knee gently and lower down with care. Great. Coming to the other side. I'm on a slight angle here toward the front of the chair. The leg closest to the chair comes on up. Connecting, plugging into the earth and to the heavens. And now let's swing and swim. Inhale, open. And exhale, bend and twist. Inhale, open. And exhale, twist. Inhale, open. And exhale, bend and twist. And gently release. Lifting this knee and slowly putting that foot down. shake it out. Coming behind your chair. Make sure you have room behind you because we're going to do a step back. So both toes pointing straight ahead, crown of the head tall, soft stance. Lifting the heels. We're starting to activate those calf muscles, pressing into the ball of the foot. Again, kidney 1 energy being stimulated here, as well as beginning to have that wonderful awareness of those calves that have supported us quite a lot already, but the back body, really focusing on the back body here. Good, and rest. Lean forward enough that you can bring one leg back into a runner stretch. Now make sure when you look down that you're not on a tightrope, but there's a little space between. That helps with balance. And press into the back heel, bend into the front knee for a nice little stretch. From here, bring your weight forward, but come to the toe here to the back. So I'm a nice straight line from my toe on the floor to the crown of my head. And now I'm just going to do a straight-legged lift, really working those glutes and hamstrings, lifting, nice, easy, small little lift, but feeling those abdominals in the front, helping to balance that energy that's needed in the back surface of the body here. Breathing and stretching the front, plant that heel back down, press into that wonderful calf, and then step it in. Take a walk around, shake it out. Hello to the two sides. And now let's do the other side. Same thing. Toes straight ahead, nice tall spine. Knees don't have to be perfectly straight. As you lift and lower those heels, really feeling that wonderful calf muscle that helps our calf muscles, our soleus muscle, really help to pump the blood back up to the heart. We want to, with each step, really have that fluid circulation, really efficient in the body. And rest, pull the other leg back, press the heel down for a little runner stretch. You decide how much you bend into the front knee. And if you keep your body more upright or you angle it, your choice. Again, start to feel the counter side. So the abdominals are engaged here because we're focusing on the back body, but the front body has to do something too. Now, put the weight on the front foot so that the toe can reach back with a straight leg. Again, soft knee, but straighter leg. And we're now going to just lift and lower, squeezing and using the glutes, those hamstrings, engaging the back surface of the body while the front surface is holding up. Make sure your standing foot is really connected to the earth. You're not pulling those toes in. Keep it going just a little longer if you can. Stop at any time, of course, if it's not all right. And then place that foot back down, bend into the front knee for that calf stretch once more. And step it in. Take a little walk around, shake it out. And then situate your chair for bird dog. So you're going to come to the side of your chair. Again, make sure you have some space behind you for a lunge. All right, so coming into bird dog, come to tabletop, hands on the seat of the chair. And take a moment to get those shoulders where you want them so that you're not hunched up, but that you're using those muscles in the upper back to keep some space for the neck. Nice long spine. And now reach one toe back and then lift that leg just a little bit. Doesn't have to be far. Reach the opposite arm up. Just feel that wonderful balance being created. Abdominals engaged, standing leg working strongly. And on an exhale, come down. Try the other leg, toe touch to the back. Lift it just a few inches. And then reach the opposite arm up. Bird dogs low, feeling the core, feeling the center of your body engage, the shoulders pressing down the back, and release. To come out of it, bend both knees, shift the weight back towards your heels, hands to the thighs, chair position. Again, the core is working the whole time. And then release. Jiggle and shake. All right, we're going to come up a little higher if you choose in bird dog. And then we're going to go into the lunge, just like we did standing with that last set of exercises. So come to tabletop again. Feel those shoulders. Again, make space for the neck. Here you are. Bend those knees as much as you need to. Engage the core. Keep the breath flowing. Inhale, toe touch, lift the opposite arm. Exhale, lift a little higher if you choose. Inhale, hold. And exhale, lower down. Other side, same thing. Inhale, toe touch, lift the opposite arm. Exhale, raise it up. Breathe and hold. Inhale, and exhale, lower. Once more on each side. Inhale, toe touch. And exhale, lift opposite arm and leg. Inhale, hold. And exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, toe touch, lift. Exhale, raise the arm and leg. Inhale, hold. And exhale, lower. Bend both knees, shift the weight back. Hands to the thighs, come to chair pose. You may choose to bring the arms forward or behind you. Breathe and hold. And on an exhale, lengthen up. I forgot to do on the second one what I planned, which was that reach back. Guess what? We got to do it one final time. Come back to table. By this time, those shoulders know exactly where to go. I love it. Here we go. Inhale, toe touch. Exhale, lift opposite arm and leg. Inhale, hold. Now exhale, bend the standing leg and put that foot back into that runner's stretch. Come up with the body still holding on to the chair so you make sure you have space and you really feel stable right here. Take your free hand, inhale up, and a gentle arch if you choose. Again, really working the back body, opening the front. On your next exhale, come on back. Two hands to the chair, lift that leg just because it's our flare, and come on down. Sit back, hands to the thighs, chair pose, and stand. Let's do the other side with that lunge and reach. You know what we're going into now. Come back to table. Other leg. Inhale, toe touch. Exhale, lift opposite arm and leg. Inhale, hold. Now comes this transition. Bend the standing leg. Plant that back foot down. Oops, guess what? I'm not going to be able to reach the chair, am I? You might have to turn your chair a little bit so you can reach to come up in this runner's stretch. Free hand, inhale, up, and gently arch if you choose, opening the front body, but really working the back body. And now coming back. Hands to the chair, raise that leg just as a nice little flare, little afterthought. Feet back down. And come to your chair one more time. We're really building some strength here, building that heat. And lengthen up. Take a moment. Walk around. Shake it out. And then have a seat. When you get seated, really appreciate all the work that we've done, especially on the back surface of the body. The bladder energy goes through the back surface of the body. from head to toe. The kidney energy comes up through from the ball of the foot through the inside of those legs into the core. So open up the feet and knees. And let's engage the thighs a little bit more by having this open stance. Let's do a little ripple like we did last week through with our dolphin nose, if you will. We're going to round down and then arch up, going back into that wonderful back arch. So exhale, round forward and arch up. A beautiful ripple wave action. Exhaling down and inhaling. Stay with these beautiful wide legs and gently tip over to one side. You can put the forearm down. You can put the hand on the inside of the knee. Oh, in fact, that's kind of fun. Try it. Try and put that arm on the inside so you can sort of press the arm back and the knee forward. So you feel a little work going on there. And take a nice side bend with an arm up and over if you choose. Breathe and hold. And then gently release. Come on back up. Let's go to the other side. Tipping, the arm can be here or extra work, bringing that arm against the leg coming in. So there's a little isometric movement or action there. Inhale up and exhale, side bend. And on an exhale, we bring both knees in for a little rest. All right, moving into our Qigong winter phrase. I'd like to do it seated first, and then you can choose to stand with me or not. But if you recall, we inhale, palms up. Exhale, we trace against the breast and the side body right here. We tap the kidney area or the hip, whatever works for you. And then we exhale down the back, trace with the hands down the back of the legs, off the toes, all the way up. And then we've just been dropping them. Inhale, scoop. Exhale, trace back. Tap. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, release. Good. Now we're going to add the knee lift. And after the knee lift with the hands and the arms coming up together, we're going to straighten that leg. And then we're going to take one hand all the way down. The other hand will reach the chair for support. All right, let's give it a go. So finding those sit bones anchored. Exhale all your air. Inhale, lift the knee and scoop the arms. Exhale, trace it back and tap. Inhale, begin to bend. Heel touches the floor. Exhale, glide down. Inhale, off of those toes. And release. Let's go to the other side. Bring it in. Inhale, knee lift. Exhale, trace it back, holding that knee if you can. Tap. Inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale, trace down the back. Inhale, up. And exhale, release. Bring that leg in. Once more on each side. For some people, I do the breath and suggest the breath. That may have been too many inhales and exhales. Maybe your breath is longer. Do what you would like. I'm going to see if I can do it in one inhale and one exhale. Let's see if I can cue that. All right, here you go. Inhale, lifting the knee and the arms. And tap. Exhale down. All the way up. Inhale, other leg. Tap. Exhale. Once more on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take a moment to just experience that openness through the back of the legs, that awareness to the kidney area in the back body. Great. And lastly, coming to standing, we're going to try this one time all together. Oops. Okay. One time all together, down both the back of both legs. Hi, Nanette. All right, so standing tall. I'm sorry, you may need to have your chair nearby for balance. Inhale, bring both arms up. Tap. Exhale, bend the knees, bend at the hips, reach down the back of the legs, off the toes. Now coming up, keep those knees bent as much as you need to. Add a little arch at the top if you choose, lengthening through the knees. And exhale down. Once more. Inhale up. Tap. Exhale down. Keep those knees bent as the arms reach out. You could do it without the arms if needed, but if you can, come on up and add a little arch. And exhale down. Great. Shake it out. Take a moment to see if there's anything that your body needs. And take care of that before we sit down. We're going to do the ocean breath today before we go into our seated meditation. So that's where we're headed. So if there's something you need to do, please take care of it. And we'll then go into our ocean breath, our Ujjayi breath, and then into our seated meditation. So get your sweater, get your chair. And then whenever you're ready, come to a comfortable sitting position. The ocean breath is something that I enjoy using, especially during our winter water element, because ocean. But it's a breath that we're going to exaggerate today by fogging a mirror sound. So you can bring your hand up to your mouth, a couple inches away, and open the mouth and do a ha sound, like you're fogging a mirror that you're holding. That's what the hand is, a mirror. So you're narrowing the back of the throat and you're trying to get some air through. Now see if you can do the same thing, but have the mouth closed. So inhale through the nose, exhale. You still make a little sound. The back of the throat is closing a bit, but it's not a real big. It's a almost like a internal hum. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling. You may want to go an external sound and an internal sound. And then just come back to your normal breath pattern. So we exaggerated it a little bit. The ocean sound or Ujjayi yogic breath is one that is done very softly, very comfortably. So if you feel like you're straining, see if you can pull it back 50% or even 75%. Make it smaller, make it internal in the throat. Only your own ears will hear it. It's like you're bringing that seashell up to your ear and you're hearing the ocean. That's what it is inside your own head. So I'd like you to practice just a little bit more with the external, if needed, or just that internal breath. I'm not focusing on the inhale at all. That's just through the nose. It's the exhale that you're creating that internal ocean wave sound. You may find that as we do this, your breath lengthens. The inhale lengthens, the exhale gets even longer with that wonderful sound. You may be able to close your eyes and maintain it a little easier without external distraction. If you feel like you're clenching your jaw or tightening those teeth, see if you can't soften the jaw. Some people like to put the tongue on the roof of the mouth as they exhale, letting the rest of the jaw go. Maintain this Ujjayi breath, this ocean breath, if you choose, as you begin to settle into your seated meditation position. So placing the hands where you'd like them to be, adjusting in your chair to be comfortable, still feeling some length through the spine so that the lungs, the rib cage has some space and openness for the breath. And then allow that ocean breath to carry you inward into your seated meditation. Time to be in stillness and let the flow continue with the breath. If at any time you're feeling like you're laboring or it's too much work, let it go. Or at any time, just let go of the ocean breath and let the natural breath take over in your meditation. Remain with your inward focus as I share a little bit about our winter water element. Winter's power is deep. Winter's power is yin and soft. It is the time of year that we conserve our energy and our resources. We are not wasteful with our actions. We take special care. The kidneys are nourished by this winter cold climate. However, extreme cold, like we've had in the past several days, or extreme dampness and wetness, can challenge our kidney energy. We must protect ourselves from the extreme cold and damp to help keep the stiffness or discomfort out of the body, out of the bones. We mentioned the ears today as a sense organ associated with our winter water element. And the sense of hearing is associated with water. Remember that water is the receptive element, which listens to sound and is open to energy input. It's really interesting that our kidneys and our ears are shaped similarly. Also, kidney energy governs the storage of our life force energy. The amount of energy we have and we receive as we became our own beings is what kidney energy is about. That is that deep connection. I found a lovely poem called Winter Bouquet. It's the middle of January and I'm searching for a sign of life. The only flowers are the frost blossoms that bloom on the window pane. They turn the glass opaque, confine the world to interiors for days on end. I turn inward, sleep, and dream cold dreams that spin and spin until the sun's rays strengthen and burn away the frost, leaving ghost flowers on the glass. Slowly come back to the day, wiggling fingers and toes, stretching. And you're welcome to unmute and come back together.